dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Keaton Hall. In the last 3 weeks, we've seen people from beyond the mountains travel to help communities in need. And for one Eastern Kentucky food pantry, receiving help from a few neighbors outside of the Commonwealth has helped them to amplify their work in a big way. WYMT's Alyssa Williams has the story.
Those with the Hazel Green Food Project in Wolfe County are committed to not only ensuring that everyone in need is fed, but that they also have the supplies they need to make it.
We believe that everybody deserves help. I mean, we don't know what they're going through or anything like that. So if they're a flood victim, I don't care how much money they have in their bank account, they're going to get help.
But the food project isn't the only thing lending a hand. Several folks from Ohio have reached out to help their neighbors.
I may live in Ohio, but I love my people from Kentucky. And I had a weight put on me the minute I heard that I had to do this, and I've been nonstop ever since.
Vanessa Treft from Seneca County, Ohio, has family here in Eastern Kentucky. Treft has been going door to door, delivering supplies to people nearly every day since the flood happened.
I've got a great base of people in Ohio who are just kind, generous, and everybody was on it. Everybody came together doing what they could do for their fellow man.
But through her time volunteering, Treft has seen numerous flood victims be denied of assistance or get left behind by other charitable organizations.
You have shelters who are in abundance of supplies and materials. They're sending loads away as we scramble bag for food, diapers, all your cleanup supplies and things like that.
Treft says in order for people to get the help they need, communication is key.
What needs to happen is there needs to be more communication between the local fire departments, this food project, and the people that are actually on the ground.
Working to help people just like those within the Quicksand community, many of which who have yet to see assistance from FEMA or other organizations.
They've been really great, terrific, good people.
Neighbors helping neighbors to help heal the mountains. Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Those with the Hazel Green Food Project say they will take any donations that are turned away from other organizations, adding that the need is not going to go away anytime soon. Buckhorn Lake Area Presbyterian Church held their first service in the historic Log Cathedral today. The Log Cathedral stands as the only site in Perry County listed on the National Register for Historic Places. The sanctuary survived through the flooding, shining as a bright spot through tragedy. Elder with the church, Valerie Hamblin, says the cathedral's stability is a sign of hope.
It's important to know that God is here and that His presence is here in this community.
The Buckhorn Lake Area Presbyterian Church plans to continue holding services at the Log Cathedral every Sunday. A longtime radio personality from Lexington is being remembered for his contributions to the community. A memorial was held today for Carl Shannon, who passed away a few months ago. Shannon entertained country music audiences for more than 50 years. Carl had a passion for country music, but he was also a lover of classic cars. He hosted several car shows raising money for St. Jude's UK Hospital and Waveland State Historic Site. And this year, the tradition continued, this time remembering Carl Shannon.
I don't know if you've ever been to Waveland, but it's a wonderful place, and I just fell in love with it last year. Talked about doing a car cruise, so we're just going to have people bring their cars they love, if they got old ones or, street rods or whatever.
And there's definitely a big collection of cars this year full of people with fond memories of Carl. The money raised at today's car show will benefit the Friends of Waveland. 9 people are facing charges after Kentucky State Police say they used noisemakers to cause chaos near the Midway area of the Kentucky Fairgrounds. This happened around 9:30 Saturday night. The fair decided to close early as a precaution. Kentucky State Police say so far they found no evidence that a gun was actually fired, but tell us that part of the investigation continues. No injuries were reported from the hundreds of people running to get to safety. We know of the 9 arrests, 3 are adults and 6 are minors. They face several charges, including disorderly conduct, menacing, possession of stolen property, and a gun.
We are still tracking a few showers and thunderstorms across the mountains tonight. Here is a live look over at Buffalo Mountain. All is quiet in this location right now. Current temperature sitting at 72 degrees and high temperatures on your Sunday below average once again. Most of us only reaching the upper 70s, 78 for London, 79 here in Hazard and over in Pikeville, 80 for Jackson, 81 over in Prestonsburg. Current temperatures mild and muggy once again, lower 70s, upper 60s in spots, 69 for London, 68 in Williamsburg, 72 for Hazard, and 73 over in Jackson. A few showers and storms this evening and into tonight for portions of Laurel County, also into Knox County as well, just to the north and west of Barberville at this hour, very close to Corbin as well. Another shower over southern Pulaski County, just to the south of Somerset. Another shower just to the east of Monticello over portions of Wayne County. The good news, the severe weather risk was allowed to expire from the Storm Prediction Center, so the severe weather risk has ended across the mountains, thankfully. But as we go through the rest of tonight, we could still see a few more showers and storms across the area. Low temperatures falling into the middle and upper 60s as we wake up on Monday, and more showers are possible as we start the work week. I have that full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Keaton.
Thank you for keeping us updated, Cameron. CBS News has learned former President Trump's legal team plans to ask a judge to appoint an independent reviewer to evaluate documents seized by the FBI from his Florida home. Deborah Alfarone reports on the investigation into Trump's handling of classified documents, which remains a hot-button issue.
Demonstrators gathered outside an FBI office near Boston today to protest the FBI's search of former President Trump's Florida estate.
The average person is going to start to lose faith in every one of our systems, and we can't let that happen.
CBS News has learned Trump's legal team will ask a Florida judge to appoint an intermediary known as a special master to review the government's documents seized by the FBI.
One of the benefits of a special master, if the master agrees with us, is we can stop DOJ in their tracks when it comes to inspecting these documents.
But legal analysts say the Justice Department would likely contest the motion, saying the documents are evidence.
The fact that these were highly classified documents, as high as top secret code word, makes it pretty clear to me the president has potential jeopardy here, compounded by what appeared to be deliberate misrepresentations by the president or his team.
Another document of interest, the affidavit used to get approval for the FBI search. The Justice Department says releasing the affidavit could cause irreparable damage to their ongoing criminal investigation. But more than a dozen media organizations, including CBS News, argue the public has a clear and powerful interest in understanding more of what prompted the unprecedented search. The federal judge in Florida who signed off on the FBI search has given the Justice Department until Thursday to submit proposed redactions to the affidavit. Representative Mike Turner is the top Republican on the House Intelligence Committee.
Show us what it is that you went into the president's residence, spent 9 hours at former President Trump's residence. What is it that was at an imminent national security threat that you didn't just go to court and ask the court to order that the documents be delivered to them?
Trump has called for the Department of Justice to release the affidavit unredacted. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Washington.
This morning, Trump teased a presidential run on his Truth Social platform. Two sources close to the former president say his legal team is also still determining how to handle surveillance video that captured the FBI search. At least 140 more migrant asylum seekers arrived on buses in New York on Sunday. The New York City mayor's office is calling it the largest single-day arrival of migrants from Texas. There was a mix of individuals and families, including 10 children and a baby just 10 months old. Texas Governor Greg Abbott is sending the buses to New York to protest the Biden administration's immigration policies. Volunteers in New York greeted them warmly with food, water, and clothing. A multi-agency effort is making sure they've got that food, water, and clothing, and shelter, and that the children are also enrolled in school. As states tighten abortion restrictions, a murky online market for abortion medications is thriving. According to a Wall Street Journal investigation, many of the sites are registered overseas. The sites selling abortion medications without a prescription are charging as much as $500 for them. One website, based in Kazakhstan, says its abortion pill sales have doubled since Roe v. Wade was overturned. The unregulated market creates many risks, including the fact the pills could be fake or may arrive too late to be used effectively. People who buy abortion pills online without a prescription could also potentially face criminal charges in states that restrict abortion access. Monkeypox has been identified for the first time in someone under 18 in New York State. Last month, the CDC identified at least 2 cases of monkeypox in children. Since the outbreak began, most cases have been with men who have sex with men. However, it does pass through close skin-to-skin contact, so anyone can get it. CDC says in the case of children, it could include holding, feeding, and cuddling. It can also possibly spread through contaminated clothing and bedding. The agency also says the monkeypox vaccine is being made available for children through special expanded protocol. Coming up at 11, severe weather is wreaking havoc across the nation, leaving millions in its path.
And another round of summer heat is right around the corner. I have those details plus a look at Pinpoint Doppler coming up.